So I'm doing 18 questions because I'm bored. I hope this doesn't bore you. It probably might, well, it might bore me. We'll see. Okay, what dream has resonated with you the most? Or what kind of dream are we talking about here? Like, one happens when you're asleep? That's hard because most of my dreams are, well, no, hang on. Whenever I remember a dream, the dream is always extremely weird, and, you know, once I remember it, I don't forget it. So, it's quite a hard question to answer. Well, there's one recent one that freaked me out a bit. I was at a house party and I was gonna dance with this guy, and, well, the thing is, his skeleton was slightly too big for his body. Like, it was too tall, so his bones stuck out, and it was weird because it wasn't kind of realistic bones and that. It was, and his skin was all like stretched over them, and I was afraid that I would kind of hurt him, bruise him. Yeah, that wasn't nice. And also, this guy was like posing for a picture, and his face kind of, I don't know, like the expression was such that, you know, it wasn't a face anymore really. It was all kind of on one side, it was stretched out, and his eyes were weirdly shaped, kind of like a kidney bean. I think might as well leave that there. Oh, well, there's another one actually. When I was, I don't know how old I was, but it was quite a lot younger, and it might even have been 10 years ago. I dreamt that, well, these kind of sirens went off, like the ones in The Time Machine. I saw that film over 10 years ago. You know, that might have even been the cause of the dream. But yeah, the sirens went off, and everyone was kind of going into this massive building that went down underground for hundreds and hundreds of stories, and everyone was trying to find a room there, because there was this giant coming along, and he was ripping people's heads off and sucking out their insides like that fucking yogurt. I don't know if that was a cause of the dream, but it might have influenced it. And the whole time he was shouting a name. For some reason I'm thinking Kevin. It definitely began with a K, but I forgot it. But yeah, in that building for some reason, no, not Sooty, Sweep was there. And I was just running down and down and down and down, running away from the giant who was kind of smashing apart the building. But I thought, well, I'm not this guy, so he'll probably find him before he gets to me if I get to the bottom. I suppose. I don't know. I'm probably making that up. I'm rambling. 2. If you could paint a picture of any scenery you've seen before, what would you paint? First thing that springs to mind is the kind of, well, I was on on a road in a car, travelling towards home. Okay, sorry about that. I don't want people to listen to me. Other than you, obviously. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Well, ahead I could see kind of cloud covering everything, and I could see rain coming down. And well, it just looked like a cloud, because that's basically what a cloud is. But it was, yeah, the border was definite, and everything was grey. And I really want to, like, yeah, I would paint that. I'm really bad at painting though. That was, what was that? You hang washing on there. I don't even know if you know what I'm talking about. If you heard it, then you'll know. What's your first memory of being really excited? Jesus. Oh. I really don't know. Have I ever been excited? Excited. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I honestly don't know. My first memory, fucking hell, like, the only thing I can vaguely remember is kind of being a bit excited for my results, my A-level results, and that was a couple of months ago. I just don't know. I hate anticipating things generally, so I don't get excited. What was the first thing you bought with your own money? The first thing that springs to mind is Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It might, or even Hot Wheels cars. Possibly. Or maybe like these little toy dinosaurs. One of those. What are the things that stand between you and complete happiness? Hey. No one's ever completely happy. I think it's a lie. You can't be satisfied with everything. Maybe you can't, well, like, satisfied, you can be satisfied, I suppose. But feeling happy all the time? That just seems bizarre to me. I couldn't imagine it. You know, I was just talking about this, actually. I mean, if you win the lottery or something, you might be a bit happy about that afterwards, but I don't know. You'd soon start taking it for granted. What will people say at your funeral? I won't have a funeral. A stupid waste of money. If you lost everything tomorrow, whose arms would you run into to make everything okay? Lost everything. What does everything mean? Is it all my possessions? Because even though I seem to have quite a few possessions, I don't think I would mind that much. What does everything mean? Like, if I lost my mental capacity, then I couldn't really do anything about it. I wouldn't really care, would I? I honestly don't know. Whose arms? I would run into my own arms. No, I would just stay there and like be like, oh, alright, whatever. If today was the last day of your life, what would you want to do? Well, it's too late to make any plans, isn't it? It's already 8:30. I would probably maybe write something to, I don't know, whoever would read it. I'm not sure. Today was the last day of my life. I would probably... Well, it'd be too late to write a book. Unless I just did nothing else the whole day. Honestly, don't know. I don't know. There's nothing I particularly want to do. If you could watch everything that happened in your life until now, would you enjoy it? No. Certain parts of it, no. I'd rather just keep moving, really. God, no. Maybe when I was a child, you know, under 10 years of age, maybe, yes. But I would probably just cringe most of the time. When you're 90 years old, what will matter to you? My brain just stopped. When you're 90 years old, what will matter most to you in the world? Fuck knows. If I even live to 90. If I haven't fucking offed myself by then. My cat. I'll probably have a cat. What's the last thing you've done that's really worth remembering? It's worth remembering. Does that mean something I'm like proud of, or like, I don't know, like going to a party or something? No. You know, probably everything I've thought is worth remembering. I wouldn't want to have to go back to square one. But you're probably not talking about that. Well, I suppose it... I don't know, like... nothing really matters. Just... what happens to me. I mean, I remember it, but I don't think like, oh, yeah, that's worth remembering. Unless it's something on TV. Would you break the law to save a loved one? Yes. Break the law? Do that already. If you had a friend that you spoke to in the same way you speak to yourself, I'm not crazy. How long do you think that person would allow you to be their friend? If I gave someone my sketchbooks, they probably wouldn't talk to me again. They might give me them back, they might burn them. But I don't think I would give anyone them anyway. What drives you to do better at something? Nothing. I just want to be the best. Obviously that's not going to happen in most things, but I want to be at least happy with what I'm doing. And I'm never happy with what I'm doing. I'm a perfectionist. A lazy perfectionist. So that's it, basically. Do you like who you are? I'm basically apathetic. I am who I am. That's all I've got. Do you know who your ancestors were? What about your nationality? My ancestors. I don't know, possibly they were involved in the whole Border Reaver thing. Could be Viking related, given that I'm a bit blonde. I know some of my ancestors, my mum, dad, gran. Yeah, I just know one grandparent. Only one that's still alive. Nationality. English. British. Whatever. How many siblings do you have? One. I think he is the reason I have any social skills at all. Because I didn't really socialise much as a child. So I've got him to thank for that. And he's probably the reason I tend to, I don't know, just happen to hang out with guys more than girls. Well, that's what I'm used to, I suppose. 10 things or events or people that have impacted your life or shaped you into who you are today. Can I just say everything? Yeah, like literally everything, you know? Everything, you know, in our history, building up to now, all the events that make today what today is, and have made my life what my life is. You know, everything has shaped it. You can't just point to 10 things. It's ridiculous. But I suppose I could name 10 genes. I don't know the human genome, but I'm sure I could Google it. I doubt that you actually care that much. Well, that's it. That was boring, wasn't it? Sorry. Bye.